Okay, so we are recording. So I want to welcome everybody out today. Today is September 25th, and today is our Cruise Like a Boss meeting.
Yay.
And I'm Lynn, and this is Richard. And we are in the theater of the Anthem of the Seas, and they're doing a performance of We Will Rock You. You know, one of the things I love the most about cruising is the dinner and the whole evening. It's like amazing. It's like you go to dinner, you're at a big table with like 10 or 12 of you. All of the Avon people will be together, but not at the same table. And it's like a 5-course meal, and it's like a 2-hour event. Dinner is. It's amazing. And they wait on you, and you're like princess, like kings and queens. And then after dinner, then you go to a show, and they're like Broadway shows in this big theater in the front of the ship, up down in the hull of the ship, and it's really amazing. And so this ship, what they have going on is We Will Rock You, and it's full of Queen songs. And I'll tell you, nothing gets me more excited than Queen. There's a lot of old people on this call right now, right? Queen!
We will rock you.
So we are going to have so much fun. So I want to introduce Mark and Lori.
Hey.
And we have Rick on the call. Rick
Hey,
is sitting in his truck. He's working, but he's on our call. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? Oh, Rick.
Go, Rick.
Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen. And can you all see my little PowerPoint?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to play the show, the PowerPoint. Okay, so like I said earlier, welcome to our Avon Cruise Like a Boss meeting, September 25th. We are in like our 6th or 7th
This
meeting
is the 6th.
now.
I think number 6.
I think it's the 7th, actually,
Oh,
but 6th or 7th. Anyway, welcome everybody out today. There's a lot of people that I know want to be on this meeting but couldn't be here, so you'll be watching it in replay. So we're going to be talking about cruising like a boss, all inclusive cruise to Bermuda, April 28th through May 3rd. And that is running from campaign 20, which means it's already started, through campaign 6 of 2018.
For trendsetters, that's 2 ahead, right?
Right, it's 2 ahead, so
8.
22 to 8 if you're a trendsetter.
Yeah.
So I think you guys all know this, but let's go over it again, because the truth is, if you don't know what it is that you have to do to qualify, you're never going to do it, right? So you're going to get points for all the things that you do during these 13 campaigns. So the first one is personal award sales of $300 to $499. You're going to get 100 points. If you have award sales of $500 and above, you get 200 points. If you bring in a new Avon representative from an Avon source such as Alma, you get 150 points. A recruit from a personal source, that means you brought them in, Avon didn't refer them to you, you get 300 points. And then this is really exciting. If your recruit places an additional $150 order, you'll get 100 points for every time they do that up through the end of the promotion. And if you advance title, you'll get 1,000 points if you get to ambassador and above. And if you help one of your team members advance title, you'll get 500 points. We're going to kind of focus a little bit on title promotion today, because I want to show you how easy it's going to be. So all along the way, there's prizes. The Avon just keeps giving you prizes to help keep you excited. So 1,500 points, you're going to get an Avon beauty case. 3,000 points, you're going to get an Avon tote bag. 4,500 points, you're going to get a suitcase. And I think we mentioned before, make sure you put some kind of ribbon or your name on it, because there's going to be about 6,000 of those on that cruise ship. And they're all going to look the same. So 7,000 points gets you a trip for 1, and 11,000 points gets you a trip for 2.
Yay!
So this is something that's totally doable, so we're going to show you how. So if you have access to Vibe right now, you'll see this award sales. Actually, I think it's even under, it's on your avon.com for those that don't have Vibe. But it shows you where you're tracking right now. And as you can see, I'm at 200 points. It's not going to show recruits yet, because, of course, recruits have to place and pay for their first order before they're going to count. So, but it's coming along. It's starting to show numbers, so it's going to start getting exciting here. If you're in Vibe and it's not showing up, on the right-hand side, way over here where it says Edit Panels, you can add it to your Vibe desktop, so it'll be there. So I want to talk about leadership. This is the leadership program, and I think most of you know this, but if you're new or new to leadership, there is so many, it's like the beginning levels are actually pretty easy to reach. So just one person makes you a promoter when you've signed up one person. When you have 2 people signed up, you're a promoter. If you get 3 people signed up and you place a $200 order and your total team sales are $1,000, you're bronze ambassador. In this Cruse incentive, that's 1,000 points. Now, keep going. You only need a total of 6 with 2,000 total sales, and now you're silver ambassador. That's another 1,000 points. And keep going. 9 total people, total team sales, $4,000 will get you to gold ambassador. That's another 1,000 points. So, and you know what? I kind of, in my mind, I'm thinking you're going to need about 10 to 13 recruits to make this. It depends on when you started. You might be able to get by with less. But regardless, if you have like 13 recruits, there's absolutely no reason that you can't be gold ambassador before this promotion is over. That's really exciting.
I just want to point out before she moves on that the points on there, that includes your sales as well. So it's your sales plus your team sales have to equal either 1,000, 2,000, or 4,000.
That's goes high. We need to go to. Hey, Rick, I'm going to mute you.
Yeah, you got him.
He's having a problem in his truck.
Well, he's just getting to get back in.
So I'm sorry, Rick, you're muted, but we can see you. Anyway, so this is totally doable. I mean, this is so great because Avon not only has given us promotion, but they're doing things and rewarding us for things that are going to help us grow our business already. So let's move on. So this is a tracking sheet. I have edited it because it occurred to me that if you sign somebody up later on, they're not going to have 13 campaigns to place those orders to get you the 150 points. So the new document, both the Excel and the PDF, is uploaded into our Facebook group. But so I want you to see, I filled in the numbers as though you were just starting and you missed the first 2 campaigns, because most of us are either finishing up 21 or are in 22 now. And so let's just say we started in 22 and we just had a $300 order. We had 1 personal recruit. And then let's say that personal recruit, you know, they are pretty consistent, but they're not getting every order in. So there you go. Second campaign, you got an Alma recruit and a personal recruit. The truth is, though, I should have thought about this, because if you are not a bronze ambassador yet, you wouldn't be able to buy Alma recruits. But anyway, you kind of see what's happening here. The key is, what I'm trying to get at is, the farther down we go, if you sign somebody up in campaign 6, they're not going to get a second order. So it's really important to front load this. Hope that makes sense for everybody.
Do it now.
Do it now. Get in, get going. Because people aren't going to place, not everybody you sign up is going to place a $150 order. And not everybody you sign up is going to continue to place them every campaign. So you need to front load it now. You need to get going. I know everybody on this call is already working it, but if you're watching this in the replay, think about that. You need to get this going now if you're not already. So the next page is just the second part of that. It's just where you can keep track of your new recruits' orders.
Okay. Go back a second, because you didn't show the totals or what. You didn't
Oh,
go
yeah.
over that.
Yeah, I didn't. I meant to just hit off. I meant to say that. I'm sorry. If you were to sign up.
We'll hit it.
Oh,
okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you were. Crazy phone. All right. If you were to get your first 3 people, you're going to get 1,000 points here. And then we get down here and you're about at 6 people, you're going to get a second 1,000. And then down here, when you get your 9 people, you're going to get your third 1,000. And even if you get that later, like if you get it like in campaign 3 or 4, you're still up there. You're still going to get 3,000 points for your promotions. And the way I wrote this right here, you're at 12,000 points, which is 1,000 more than you need. Okay, so this is where you keep track of your new people and what they're doing. So tips for It's not going to work real well. I've got these screens here that are kind of covering it up. So tips for earning the cruise. So get started now. We already said that. Front load the promotion. Act as if you only have half the time to complete. Hey, Camilla.
Hey, howdy.
So you only have half the time to complete the incentive. Make a plan. You know what? It's going to take deliberate effort to achieve this. It's not going to happen by itself. And without a plan, you're not going to earn the points that you need. So make a plan. What sales goals are you working for? How many team members are you going to recruit? Know where you stand every day, or at least every campaign. I really would be looking at this every day or every other day. Look for the opportunities to earn more points. You know, maybe it's a title promotion, or maybe it's helping your team members promote, or maybe you need to increase your sales or bring in more recruits. Track your results and know where you stand. And then plan for more than you need. If you think you need 5 recruits to earn this, plan for 10. Not every recruit is going to do, we already said this, but not every recruit is going to do $150 orders. So plan accordingly and bring in more people to ensure that you have what you need. And then be willing to go outside your comfort zone. You may need to do things differently than you have in the past. If you've never sold $300 to $500, you need to learn how to reach more people. And we're going to talk about that too. If you've never recruited somebody, you're going to need to learn how to recruit people and how to approach people. And then don't give up, no matter what. You've got this. It's totally doable, and you can do it. Just be consistent and don't give up. So I'm going to let Lori take this. She's going to give us some ideas on how to increase our sales.
Okay, thanks, Lynn. Skincare is the bread and butter of your business. And campaign 22, look what's on the front cover, the Insider's Guide to Skincare. If you go to the next slide, Lynn. You really can increase your orders with skincare sales. It gives you higher reward sales, repeat sales. Your customers are going to repurchase from you. And the best way to do it is really to sell them on a complete regimen. A cleanser, a moisturizer for day and night, and then a treatment, whether it's an eye cream. We do have in the Platinum line the eye and lip product, which is all in one. If the customer wants to target dark circles or wrinkles, whatever their needs are. Maybe you're new to Avon or to skincare and you might wonder, well, how do I select a regimen? Next screen. So what's right for me? The best tool that you can use that's so simple is our Avon Skin Advisor tool. If you type what's on the screen, avon4.me in your browser, and then you scroll down to the Skin Advisor tool, mark enabled it. You should be able to click on it, Lynn, and it should go there. If it doesn't, I don't know why.
Oh, sorry.
Back one slide and click on the picture.
Click on the picture and see if it works. It worked yesterday.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, cool. Interactive.
And because it's Lynn's computer, it's going to go to her site, and it should see, there it is. And you simply, Mark did it last night. Mark, I'm going to let you talk about this.
Okay. Well, all you need to do is enter your name. So go ahead and put my name in there, Lynn. And then it's going to ask you a couple questions about your skin. Now, you can have your customer go out and do this on their own, or you can sit there with your laptop and walk through it with them. So let's go ahead and say my skin is normal. So it's going to ask you a few questions. I use fewer than 3 products. I actually don't use any right now. On the average, how many hours of sleep do you get? But less than 7. Because I work a lot. How would you best describe your lifestyle? I'm going to say mostly indoors with AC and heat. Continue. And then my skin type, I think, is normal. So you can do this with your customer. Click on all of the above.
You have all kinds of problems, huh?
All of the above one more time. And then say yes. So this is going to now walk you through, and because I clicked all of the above, there's going to be a lot of options here for me, for your customer. You just go through these and talk with your customer and choose the ones that are best for them. You notice at the top it shows you moisture for day and night, and then if you scroll down, it says, but if you really want to achieve something, it goes to the new Ultimate, the one that everybody loves, the Ultimate Supreme Advanced. Mm-hmm. So you can can go through that, and the customer can click on the ones that they'd like, and then down there at the bottom, add selected to bag, and bam, you've got your order in.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
I think that's also on your front page, isn't it? It is on mine, I think.
It is on your website. It's also in the social media center, so you could text it out, share it on social media. It's so simple to use, and you're really guiding your customer. And if they're still not sure, then maybe guide them to use fewer products and simpler steps. It really depends on the person and their lifestyle. But this can be, for instance, if they purchase the new Ultimate that's on the screen day and night, right now they're in the brochure 2 for $42. Well, there's your $40 order. Add an A box, now you're at $50. So it's a really big deal.
You know what? There's in campaign 22, I think you're still in 21, right? In campaign 22, they have that whole try it kit for $55.
Yep.
Right. So there's another way which introduces them to full-size products plus one trial size of the Power Serum that's on the screen. So the complete point with this is you really want to start with a new products. There are premium, top-of-the-line skincare. You make the most money with them, and they do the most for your skin for anti-aging. If the customer is resistant and they want to have a lower price point, then go on down to some of our other products like Nutra Effects. They're still great products. They just don't have as much bang for your buck.
You
Okay.
can go back to the presentation now.
Okay, next page.
Yep, next page. And then lastly, again, it's all about selling in regimens. So we have the Power Boost regimen, and that is what Lynn was talking about, the $55 kit. If you were to sell 4 of those, that would be $220 in sales. 10 customers purchasing 4 times a year would give you $2,200 in sales. So that's
Ka-ching. Ka-ching.
Yep.
And then upsell by adding, we've just added this to our line again, the new Ultimate Cleanser for $12. The cleanser they're going to use probably about every 2 months. I've tested it out on myself to see how long I'm using product. So roughly they would purchase that 6 times a year at $12 and add even more to your sales. So you see, skincare is the bread and butter of your business. So sample and really talk about it and learn a lot yourself so that you can get your $50 orders to have higher sales for the Cruse. And that's what we have.
That's awesome. Thank you, Lori and
Great.
Mark.
Good job.
Okay, so we talked about this last week. I wanted to bring it up again because it's really critical, and because last week I didn't talk about Gold Ambassador. So every time, this is just your recruiting perks, not even from the Cruse, but what you can get just by doing this. And for every qualified recruit you bring in, which means they place and pay for a $150 order, you'll get a $20 cash bonus. If you're still in Kickstart, that goes up to $50. So you'll also get a 3% sponsoring bonus every campaign on your new team member sales for as long as you are both Avon representatives. So that's forever. You're going to get 3%. Of course, you're going to get points in the Cruse. And then when you advance in title, so you get 1,000 points in the Cruse. Bronze Ambassador, you only need 3 people with a combined total of $1,000. Silver Ambassador, you just need 6 people with a combined total of $2,000. Gold Ambassador is 9 people with a combined total of $4,000. But you're also going to get promotion bonuses. So when you achieve Bronze Ambassador, Avon's going to give you $500. When you get to Silver Ambassador, Avon's going to give you $750. And when you get to Gold Ambassador, they're going to give you $1,000. That's pretty cool. That's money in your pocket. A lot of money. So, and then once you're Bronze Ambassador, you're going to start earning commission on your entire team sales. And of course, you're going to get entries in the Drive Like a Boss, and you're going to get the points and the entries for the Cruise Like a Boss. So, just in case you don't know, if you don't know how to sign somebody up, this is my website. So you would go to your website, which is youravon.com/your-ID, and then you can have them click on This is the Boss Life, or you can click on Sell Avon. And since we're here, here's the Skincare Advisor. Some of you may not have that. It depends on if you enabled it on your site or not. But And so that's it. They click on Boss Life or they click on Sell Avon. There's like a really short application. They choose their kit and boom, they're in. So it's not difficult to get them signed up. We talked about this before too. Every single brochure that you put out, you want to have some kind of a sticker on the front that says earn extra money or cruise with me or, pay for your holidays or whatever you want, but some kind of recruiting sticker to let them know that you can sign them up to Sell Avon. And then also we talked about Vitas before a couple of weeks ago, but this was originally promoted by Milagros Garcia. These are the flyers, and they're all in our Facebook group. So become an Avon sales leader, fundraising. I have my business card, and then you take a sample, and then just a little bag. You can get these at my girlfriend's house. These are 3x5 printed self-sealing cellophane bags. So they have all kinds of things on them, like lips and hearts and stars. But I also heard, I was just in a meeting, and Peggy, one of my friends who's a rep, Peggy said she got bags, they're clear, but at the dollar store for like really cheap. So, you don't have to spend a lot of money. And then while you're giving out your Vitas and you're giving out your brochures, be sure to get their information. So, what I say a lot is, hey, I mail my brochures. Would you like to get on my mailing list? And if they say yes, if they're serious about wanting to buy Avon, then I would think they would want to be on your mailing list. But if they say yes, then I get them to fill out one of these drawing slips. And, it's like really cool because it's leading down here. I already have a representative. Well, if they do already have a rep, then obviously we don't want to mail brochures to them. But if they want to receive brochures, then yes. And then also it kind of gets them thinking about making extra money. So you can do this when you give out a Vita. You can do it when you give out a brochure. The key is to get their information, whether it's on this or not. Another little trick that I've used in the past is I have put little sticky notes on the front of my brochures. Just, those little Post-it notes, just a blank one on the brochure. And when you hand somebody a brochure, ask them to put their name and phone number on that. And then you keep the sticky. That's just another way to do it. So tips to increase your results: follow up with everybody you gave a brochure to or a Vita. If you still have brochures on hand, mark, living, outlets, whatever you have, put them out. Get the brochures out as much as you can. Purchase more brochures. Prospect and meet more people and give out more brochures. Go back to the people you know. Maybe you've talked to somebody about Avon a year ago or even 6 months ago. Contact them again. Make a goal that you're going to get 5 new contacts every single day and follow up with every one of them. That alone is huge. Because if you do that just 5 days a week, that's 25 contacts in a week. That's 100 in a month. Increase add-on sales and cross-category sales. Don't forget the A-box. Lori did a great job of talking about some of this. And then watch for what's working with other representatives and copy those who are successful. And then don't forget to attend your Drive Like a Boss workshop. In Utah, we're having it here on October 7th. If you don't know when the one is in your area, you can get it at youravon.com and you can find the date. Tips to increase your team results. So work closely with your new team members to help them achieve their Kickstart bonuses. Stay with them at least the first 7 campaigns or during the cruise period, and just stay on top of them because you want an order every campaign. And with the Kickstart bonus, they get 40% if they meet those requirements. And it's 150, and then it's 200, and then it's 250, and then it's 300. But every one of those orders is over $150. So you want to help them achieve their Kickstart bonuses. Identify who your leaders are, and then coach them and help them to achieve higher titles. So anybody that has potential or who's really interested or really buying in and really want to act like they're wanting to do something with this, that's who you're going to work with. And then share ideas with your team members to help them increase their sales, and recognize your team members regularly. Get them in our Facebook group. Get them on our calls.
Yeah. I was just going to say, right now is starting the Christmas selling season, and people are going to spend money anywhere they spend it. And so they might as well spend it with you. They say that 40% of Avon sales are done in the fourth quarter, done in the next 4 or 5 campaigns. So, go out there and get the books out to people and let them know that you have a store that they can they can easily shop. Don't have to drive all over.
I think that's 40% of all retail sales, but that includes Avon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So also, you're helping your reps when you help them get their first order of $150 so they can get that kickstart, the bonus back. So for those that don't know, if a brand new rep who starts now after September 15th, if they place their first order on time with $150 or more, they're going to get up to 50% of their kit back. So $10 back on their $25 kit, $25 back on the $50 kit, and $50 back on a $100 kit. So that's another way that you can help them. And then recruiting tips, start with your friends and family. That's always the best place to start. Create a list of as many people as you can think of and work through your list, because personal recruits are worth 300 points. And the truth is, personal recruits tend to do better than Alma leads just because they do. I don't know why, but generally speaking, they're going to do more. But then there's also the option to buy Alma leads with Avon. So, and every time you appoint an Alma lead, that's 150 points. And so Alma stands for Avon Leads Management Application. To be eligible, you have to be a bronze ambassador or above to buy your own leads. You have to have 2 recruits within the past 3 campaigns, and you have to maintain your title. And then there's some classes on Avon University that are required. Avon University is being revamped, and it's going to be, they just announced it's going to be live in 2 weeks. So I'm not sure how that's going to affect this. And then once you are on Alma, you can put it on your phone just by going to alma.avon.com, and then once that's open, you can add that to your home screen. So if you want to have it on your phone. But it's a great way to get leads. They're $10 for the Premier Premium leads. Those are the people who went to Avon and tried to sign up, or they filled out a form at Avon saying, please have someone contact me, or they showed some other way that they're interested in Avon. Those are the Premier Premium leads. Those are $10. They also have standard leads, which are, I believe, are $5. I have not had good response for them, and most of the people I talk to have not had good response to them, so I don't even spend my money on them. Those are people that's clicked on a work from home ad. It's not about Avon, it's work at home general, make money from home, and we just haven't had great results with them. And then once you're buying leads, Avon also shares leads with you for free. They'll give you some leads for free, and they're kind of not, you don't get them real often, but you get them every now and then. The one thing I wanted to say was, if you are buying leads, I always suggest you buy as many as they will allow you to. You won't pay for them until you get them, so you'll be charged $10 when you get a lead, and then maybe 2 days later you get another lead and you're charged $10. So you're not charged until you get them, even if you sign up for 50 leads. But you're never going to get as many as you requested. So I have learned and talked to other people that it's best to put in as many as they will allow you to buy. And then if you feel like you're getting too many or you've spent too much money, you can always pause it for that campaign or whatever. You can turn them on and off. So anyway, that's my thoughts. Mm-hmm. Mentoring tips. We kind of went over this before. You'll earn points when you mentor your new team members towards success. So when they place a first or second order of $150 or more, you get points. You're going to earn another 100 points every time they place another $150 order. So stay on top of your new team members. Know when their orders are due, and use Vibe to remind you of the order dates. Use the Kickstart program to help them get their orders in. And then help your new people appoint their own representatives, because they also are going to get the same perks we talked about, the same mentor bonuses and the points for the Cruse incentive. And so will you. When you help a new team member promote to another title, you're going to earn 500 points for their promotion. So I'm just going to go through this really quickly. This is Vibe, and where you manage your people is under Business and Relationship Manager. And from Relationship Manager, you can start up here, you can start typing a name, and it will automatically bring up people that start with those names. So what I suggest you do, because we have people, I have people in almost every single RPS. There's 10 of them. And it's almost impossible for me to know when their orders are due. So especially my new people for the first 7 campaigns, while they're in the Kickstart program, I create a task for them. So like I created a task for Rick that his campaign 21 was due on 9/28. Now I said this was due on 9/21 so that I could follow up with it. After 9/21, maybe when I've talked to him and said, just checking in with you, then I will go in here, take action, edit it, and change it to say 9/28. So that way on the 28th, I will know to check to see if he placed his order. And then once he's placed that order, I'm going to go in and edit this, and I'm going to say campaign 22 is due, whatever that is, October 12th, so it's 2 weeks later. And I have all of my Kickstart people here, every single one of them. I'm only showing you one here, but I will have might have 30 different tasks here, all dated according to their dates. That really helps you to stay on top of it. Everybody has different ways of doing it. This is just what works for me. So that way you can just make sure their order was placed. And you know, they have till midnight to get their order in. So if his order is due on 9/28, you could set that task for 9/29 if you wanted to. And then you can pull him up on 9/29 and go, yeah, he placed his order, or no, he didn't. And then you want to text him or email him or call him or whatever and say, hey, Rick, goofball, you didn't place your order. No, I wouldn't say that. Well, to Rick I might, but. So anyway, in the contacts, once you pulled them up, once you pulled up your contacts, see how his name's coming up here because I typed in Rick. I would click on it. Right here, I could click on View Personal Profile, and then I can look to see his inquiry, to see exactly what's going on with his account, and I can look at his business. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's business something. That shows you what his award sales was. Right here is a notes function. You can write notes of every time you talk to them and what you talked about, or if you email them or whatever. And you can put the notes in, and then that way you always have a record of what you've done. And here's where you create the task. So you can keep track of where you're at. Looks like we've lost a lot of people. Hopefully they come back. Anyway, and then if you click on Program Static Reports, down here is a Cruse Like a Boss. There's a PDF and there's an Excel. And when you go into that report, it shows you the status of everybody that you've appointed. So see, like I have 4 people here who got their first order in, and as soon as we find out if they paid, that's 400 points. I mean, that's, you know, well, this is an Avon store, so that's 150 points, 150, 150, and this one's 300 points already for me. So that's why I want you guys to get going. This one only placed an $18 order, so they have to do a $132 add-on. That's probably not going to happen, but I'm going to try and get them in their second order. So the Cruse Like a Boss report really helps you to know. And then if we go to the Kickstart program, which is under Program Static Reports, Kickstart program, it's a very similar report. But what's cool about this one is it tells, now this is for the Kickstart, so this is for them to earn that 40% guaranteed commission. They have sales goals they have to meet for their first 7 campaigns. So up here it lists them. So this particular person, it's saying place $128 add-on second order by September 19th. So what's cool about this one is it tells you the date so that it makes it easy for you. That's why I kind of use both reports, because this one tells them the date. So if they only had to pay like a $20 order, if they needed to do an add-on for $20, I could call them up and go, you know, if you just get $20 more in by September 19th, you're going to get 40% commission when you only had 20% commission in your order. And this is huge. So most important activities, action and follow-up. You got to get into action. You got to get into action now. You got to get recruits going. Get this thing going so you can be in. And follow-up. So talk to more people. Follow up with every brochure you give out, every person who says they might want to join Avon, and follow up with every new team member's orders. The key is staying on top of it. And so tips. Know the requirements. Get your passports now. You know, it takes like, I don't know, 6 weeks or something to get your passport. But look, we got ours. So get your passport, because they're good for what, 10 years?
Good for 10 years.
And you're going to go on 10 more trips with Avon. You're going to need your passports. So go get them. Make the commitment. You're all in, right? Mark out the cruise dates in your calendar in pen. You are busy during those dates. You're going to be in Bermuda. You can't do anything else. So you're going to be in Bermuda. Front load the promotion. Get started. Stay in touch with your prospects, your team members, everybody. Stay in touch. Monitor your numbers. Know where you are. Set your goal high. Strive for 2 times what you actually need so you don't get disappointed. And don't give up till you get there. You will earn this. And we're going to celebrate on the cruise together.
You betcha.
So I have Q&A. So I think, is everybody, let me unmute.
I just want to say hi. Donna's there.
Hi, Donna.
Donna came in. Hi, Donna. She came in.
And I
Tina was on there, but
but
Tina got bumped off or something. So anyway.
So I've unmuted everybody. So
Yes.
does anybody have any questions or comments they want to make? No?
No.
No? Okay. Well, you know what? Thank you guys for being on here tonight. And let's do this. We're going to do this, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. We're all in. Okay. See you on the cruise. And we'll see you. We're going to stick with the 6 o'clock time frame. I think that works better. So next Monday at 6 o'clock. Yep. Next Monday, whatever the date is, October 2nd at 6 o'clock. See, that's Utah time. So it will be the same time as this one. Anyway, have a good night. Thank you all for coming.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.